Hey, this is a pretty cool one. Who doesn't like the Beatles? I like it. How cool. So we're going to hang out with the Beatles background today. How cool. Stacy George coming here from my home office here in California. And I wanted to jump on today. I think it's so cool, the stuff that technology can do. But when you guys are popping on, please let me know where you're watching from. And woo-woo. You know, the Beatles, all you need is love. What's up, Danielle? You like my background? I thought that was pretty cool. I love the Beatles. I am a music lover anyways. But what is up, Danielle, my sister, over on the East Coast? We're going to talk about the power of leadership today and how amazing it is to be working on skills for yourself and for your teams and just in general. So I think it's cool. I love it. I got some trees in the background. Anyways, I'm going to be sharing some stuff out of this book, John C. Maxwell. And So here's what it is. So he talks about some really amazing stuff in this book. And you know what? If you're not learning every day something, then you're not growing. And if you have a team that you're trying to help, you have to be working on yourself daily. And the power of leadership is honestly just taking a look at what you're doing and how can you get to the next level to help other people and yourself. And that's what I choose to do every single day. So anyways, so he talks about, as with most careers, you will never build success on your own. And some people may disagree, some people may agree with it, but you know what? You always will need other people. We need other people to come together. We share ideas, we collaborate with one another, and it just helps. You know, we grow together. And that's what I look for, is growing together with my team. And so sometimes you will lead them and sometimes they will lead you. And I have been led. And now I want to be the best leader that I can be and help get my team where they need to go. And the only way I'm going to do that is by, working on my skills and my tactics and things like that. So, but no matter what, you must make leadership leadership a power you develop. And leading does matter. Leading does matter. She's up to something back there. But he said he studied and taught leadership for over 40 years. And it's the topic he's best known for. But during that time, millions of people have heard him say 3 core statements or read them in his books. No. I'm doing something else right now. Leadership is influence. What's up, Sam? How you doing? Nothing more and nothing less. So everything rises and falls on leadership. And how well you lead determines how well you succeed. So all 3 describe leadership, his leadership journey, and represent the philosophy of leadership. So let me elaborate on these quotes he said. Leadership is influence, nothing more, nothing less. And leadership, how to influence others, is the starting place in your leadership journey. The obvious question is this: how do you gain influence with people? The answer is intentionally adding value to them. That's how I begun. That's how we begin. We start adding value. And I have learned this along this process, this journey that I'm on. We have to learn to add value. So whatever knowledge we're gaining, we need to be sharing it with other people. And that's what people love to learn. If you like to learn, please put a comment down in the comments. Please show me some likes and hearts, you guys. I know I love to learn these days, and it is one of the most amazing experiences I've ever discovered. And I don't know why, but I didn't accept it in school. I used to love learning, and then it just became like the same old. And, we had those teachers that were not, Jasmine, do not. We had those, no, leave it alone. We had those teachers that would put us to sleep or something, and they chose not to keep it exciting. And those are hard to learn from. Jasmine, Come on, baby. We're trying to get through this. I'm a stay-at-home mom for those of you new to my page. She was busy back there, but she decided she wants to come over here and mess with me. Go over there. Okay? All right, I'm going to get off here. I'm going to have to come back, it looks like. She takes off running every time I say that. So, learning how to influence. So, he said he faced a lot of leadership liabilities. He said he was very young, lacked experience, had no wins under his belt, and had no credibility as a leader. And however, what I could do was intentionally daily add value to others. So soon he discovered the relationship between continually adding value to others. Add value to people and increasing my influence with them. They began to gather around me because I was an addition to their lives. And that's what feels good. When you have people reaching out to you and telling you, thank you, I needed that today, it makes you feel good because I know if I'm getting value out of it and I choose to share it with you guys, that somebody out there is going to get value out of what I'm sharing. And that's my intention, is helping add value because I got something out of it, so I want to share it with you guys. So leadership can be an intimidating word, and adding value to others is not. So your organization helps you have different ways to add value to others. But introducing people to the business will allow them to receive all the benefits that he wrote about in this book. Every time someone experiences one of those benefits, your influence with them will increase. And see? Thank you, Danielle. I'm helping her lead, helping her learn how to lead so she can lead others as well. And this is what we do together as a team. We help one another work on the areas that we need to work on. And, everything rises and falls on leadership, he says. So obviously you want to add value to others and raise them up to their higher level. And you got to believe in what you're doing, and you got to believe in your people that you're building a team with. And I believe in all of my people. I believe in them. However, I will tell you that I will not do negativity in any positive setting that I'm creating here, because this is about helping one another grow, not complaining and, just negativity. That's not going to get you to the next level. If you're constantly seeing the negativity in what you're doing, then you need to find something else to do. You need to work on what's up here. So he said, for that to happen, you must realize that your leadership matters, and you have the opportunity of making things better for those around you. And it's a privilege. It's a privilege to have control of what you're doing to improve, okay? So how well you lead determines how well you succeed. And he said that phrase describes the law of the lid. Your leadership ability is the lid that determines the success of your business. For example, if your leadership ability is a 4, your business can only become a 3. So your leadership lid, for better or worse, also determines your business success. So your great news is that you can lift your leadership lid. Every time you raise your lid number, your business follows. And I've learned that whatever the leader is doing, the others will follow their footstep. And it may take a little bit of people to learn that, because you have to find your way. And the only person who can find their way is me. Only I can find my way. Nobody else can, but we can help put things in front of other people to help them grow as an individual. So, leading yourself. And this is what I'm doing. I choose to work on my leadership skills. I choose to work on my skills so I can master things, so that I can teach other people what it takes and how I got there, right? So he said, he asked himself, what is your greatest leadership challenge? And his answer was leading myself. So before you can lead others well, you need to know how to lead yourself. And this is so true. Well, so that's where we all begin. That's where we will begin. Winners win with the personal battles of leading themselves daily. But this gives them the credibility and the moral authority to then lead others. So it's much easier to tell people what they should do than do it myself. And I'm not going to tell my team to do something if I'm not willing to do it. That's just not how I see it. And I learned that from my husband because, you know, he's not going to tell people, go do this if he's not willing to do it himself. And you know what? It's so true. And I love how well my husband leads others. I love it. And I'm not even personally there in the field with him, but I know my husband when he's at home. I know how passionate it is about what he does. And I look up to him. So this gives them credibility and moral authority to then lead others. So it's much easier. We already talked about that. It's much easier to tell them to do it than to do it yourself. But if you're not going to do it, don't tell others to do it. But his greatest challenge every day is doing what I should do, not what I want to do. So are you doing what you want to do or what you should do? And you know what? Every day we have to be working on something. You guys will hear me talk about this over and over and over because that is what I've seen since being on this journey, that you cannot even take a day off. Yes, you can take a day off and go do something with your family. It's good for you. But ultimately, you still have to be working on something daily. So he said, but as it is often the case, the greatest challenge gives me my greatest victories. So when I lead myself well, everything else good flows out from there. And leading myself well requires continual personal reflection and evaluation. We have to be looking at ourselves and asking questions. And, you know, I asked recently in a group that I'm in for everybody to go peep each other's pages and ask yourself this: would you join you? So go ask yourself that right now. Would you join you in your business or whatever it is that you're doing? So live intentionally. Stop accepting your life. Start leading your life. We must take a step forward every day. Baby steps, it don't matter. Take a step forward. Do not go backwards. And the reason I say that is because I recently noticed things in my family and friends, and I noticed when somebody's worked their ass off to get somewhere, and then they choose to not work on what's up here. So guess what's happening? They're falling back into old habits. They're falling back into things that they shouldn't be doing because they've worked so hard to get where they're at today. And hopefully this will reach the person I'm referring to, and I'm not going to mention any names. But why go backwards when you have worked so hard to improve your life? Why go backwards at all? Why even go down that path? Just keep pushing forward. Keep doing the next right thing to keep going in the direction that you need to go for yourself and your family. Because you owe it to your family. You owe it to yourself to become the best person that you can be. So stop going backwards. And I hope you hear this out there. So the first step in leading your life is to take control of it. Accepting everything about it, the good and the bad. It doesn't matter where you're at right now in this point in time. The opposite of that is just accepting your life as it is. To quit accepting, it is what it is. Okay, whatever. So there is things, it is what it is, like the past. It's already done. It's done. You cannot redo the past, you guys. You can't. It's just done. So, hoping that everything will work out. Thinking that someone or something will make your day. Allowing others to have more control over your life than you. Waiting for others to initiate action. Giving respect how you can do that. And he shared. So, sorry about that. Hey, Amy. What's up, Danielle? Angela. What is up, lady? Aaron. What's going on, you guys? So, realize there is no perfect moment to start. People who just accept their lives are always waiting for the right time to begin. So they are always getting ready to get ready. Instead of ready, aim, fire, they are stuck on ready or aim and never fire. The job that is never started always takes the longest to get finished. So he said, look, when asked a question regarding success, he said, I'm not an optimist, I'm an actionist. That's a great one to put out there. Look, optimistic, yes I am. But actionist, are you going to take the action it takes to get you and your team and yourself to the next level? Because that's what I am. So I'm very optimistic, you guys. And I most of the time have been, but I shared a post earlier about where I was in the year 2014 with my mind. And it was a post saying my mind is killing me. And that's honestly where I felt. And I started praying really hard when, I chose to get away from an area that I knew, and that's all I knew. Yes, I'd been to other states and things like that, moved there for a few months, moved back home, always ended up back. But it was the greatest decision I made was getting away from the toxicity, okay? Because it's helped me build as a person. And it took doing something I'd never done before and just leaving everything behind. And it really did. So anyway, be intentional and turn good intentions into good actions, okay? Intentional living is the bridge between what you want to do and what you actually do. So there is a difference between a life of good intentions and an intentional life. Most people want to make significant difference. Few people do. Why? Almost everyone has good intentions. Very few follow up with good actions. So be an actionist, be optimistic, and just keep pushing forward. Stop taking steps back when you've worked so hard to get where you're at today. So he said his own journey began in almost every one category. My intentions were inconsistent and too many times were just thoughts. Great ideas, but not backed with actions. So to make that turn, my intentions needed to be supported with actual activities reinforced by intentional living. And you guys have heard me say that before. Intentional. Be intentional. Have integrity. Go out and be intentional. My intention is to reach out to as many people as I can and share the most beautiful stuff that I'm learning. Because I know that if it's helped me, I know it's going to help somebody else. So, how could I do that? He said he sat down and listed words that described my good intentions. Visually seeing them reaffirmed my heart, but also reminded me that those words were not enough to get me to the results I searched for. Then he wrote down words of intentional living. The list looked something like this. Words of good intentions, desire. Everything starts with thought and desire. Wish. Words of intentional living. Action and purpose. Action and purpose. So here's another one. He goes on here. Nope. Words of good intentions, someday, fantasy, hopefully, passive, occasional, emotion, somebody out.
You're in the trees.
I am in the trees. Somebody ought to. And then the words of intentional living were the action, purpose, today, strategy, definitely, active, continual, discipline, and I will. So when I studied, he said when he studied both sides, stop, Jess. When he studied both sides, it was quickly obvious that although these words in the two different columns were close on the page, there was a wide gap in the results each would bring. Stop. No, stop. No, I don't want it. But how could I cross over the span? That's when I built the bridge of accountability. Every day I would look at the words in both columns and check whether my actions fell under good intentions or intentionally. Jazz, come on please. I'm almost done and then we can do something. No, I'm not. You have to learn, baby. I show you all the time. One more time. Sorry, guys. She's wanting me to fix this necklace here for the millionth time. Get out of here. Okay, let mommy finish. Don't be rude. Don't be a kid. Anyways, that's what I built, the bridge of accountability. And that's what I've been learning a lot lately, is holding myself accountable, and nobody else can do it but myself. And making an accountability list that I can actually complete every single day. So just be intentional, you guys. Be intentional. Set your standards high. Jazz? You can't see what she's doing because I have this background on. But I thought it was pretty neat. I love the Beatles. Do all things with love. Do all things with love. So I'm going to read something also out of this book because it really helped open up some things. But you set your standards high and you keep them high. If you are interested in success, it's easy to set your standards in terms of other people's accomplishments, and then let other people measure you up by those standards. But the standards you set for yourself are always the most important. They should be higher than the standards anyone else would set for you. Because in the end, you have to live with yourself and judge yourself and feel good about yourself. And the best way to do that is to live up to the highest potential. And that's what I try to do for people. I try to tell people, push yourself every day. Push yourself. Because if I believe in you, I know that if I can do it, you can do it. You guys, if I can do it, anyone can do this. And I'm telling you, it's a beautiful discovery when you start learning about yourself and what you're capable of. But the only way you do it is by setting your standards higher and higher and higher. So set your standards high and keep them high. Even if you think no one else is looking, somebody out there will always notice, even if it's just you. And that's it. That's the facts of life. What's up, Stefano? How you doing, brother? Good to see you on here. So recently connected with Stefano. And, what an amazing soul. Yeah, you smacked yourself with your necklace, didn't you? I don't want it either. What's up, Stefano? How you doing, brother? Amy, thank you for popping on. Anyways, I want to end it on that note of, work on yourself every day, you guys, and set your standards high. And don't give up on yourselves. Just know, hey, Uncle James, what's going on? But just know that if you work on something daily, then anything's possible. And if I can do it, you guys can do it. And I know that 100%. Because I was a lost cause for a long time, you guys. And I finally have figured out what it is to take myself where I need to go. And that's by working on myself daily. So don't give up. Don't give up. Keep pushing. And love yourself. Do all things with love. The Beatles. Hey, you like my background, Uncle James? Jazz said, you're in the trees, Mommy. You want to say hi? You want to? Come say hi, butt. Come here. Look. Say hi. She's got some squishy toys. Say hi, Cindy. Hi, Danielle. Hi, Uncle James. Say hi, Uncle James.
Hi, James.
She's like, thanks for watching. Please subscribe. Say bye. And thumbs up. All right, get down. Jazz, you were in the trees. Yep. So, all right. Love you guys. Hopefully you got some value out of this. If you did, please like, hearts, share it. Like she said, thanks for watching. Bye. Peace out.